Mention the name Diego Maradona, and the world immediately recalls the highlights: the 1986 World Cup, the infamous Hand of God. His image is inseparable from his deification in cities like Naples, where he is literally painted into the skyline, towering over the streets. But the man himself belonged to the pitch-black, impoverished slums of Via Fiorito, a neighborhood built on dirt roads with no running water. One night, a toddler wandered through those unlit tin shacks, stumbled in the dark, and fell straight into an open communal cesspit. As the boy was drowning in the sewage, his uncle grabbed him, pulled him out, and shouted the phrase that would define the rest of his life: "Diejito, keep your head above the shit." The genius and the madness that emerged from that pit are best understood through the bizarre facts found at the absolute extremes of his existence. Extreme poverty forced him to develop world-class ball control. He practiced on those dirt roads by doing keepy-uppies with oranges and crumpled pieces of newspaper. By the height of his power, he held enough global leverage to dictate terms to corporate titans. Following his 1986 World Cup win, he demanded a Ferrari Testarossa, but he had a specific condition: it had to be painted solid black. That demand forced Enzo Ferrari to break his strict company rule that all vehicles must be painted red. He was negotiating with billionaires, but he never lost his stubborn, street-level defiance. He forced the world to bend to his rules. In 1984, Napoli executives and insurance cartels explicitly forbade him from playing in a rogue charity match. He ignored them. He warmed up in a dirt parking lot and played on a freezing, muddy potato field in Acera, purely to fund a local boys' medical operation. Yet that exact same disregard for authority attracted the darkest elements of the global underworld. A few years later, he accepted a personal invitation from drug lord Pablo Escobar to visit La Catedral, Escobar's custom-built luxury prison in Colombia. He played a private football match on the prison pitch, then stayed for an all-night party. His moral compass operated entirely outside corporate contracts or legal systems. He was driven by intense personal loyalties, extending them equally to the desperate and the dangerous. That chaos bled into his physical condition. He maintained a terrible diet and regularly went on drug-fueled partying binges from Sunday straight through to Wednesday. His off-pitch behavior was completely erratic, reaching a peak when he fired an air rifle at football journalists. But to survive that punishment, he employed a highly focused approach to conditioning. He hired a personal fitness coach named Fernando Signorini. Signorini went beyond physical drills. He assigned him reading material and philosophical exercises, building a bespoke psychological regimen unheard of in 1980s football. His lifestyle demanded a level of personalized athletic training that didn't yet exist in the mainstream, just to keep him alive and playing on Sunday. Every extreme of his life is defined by a specific Argentine cultural concept, viveza criolla. It describes the survival instinct of the street urchin, using cunning to outwit a rigged system. He took these rules and used them to navigate the global stage. His unvarnished humanity resonated so powerfully that in Rosario, Argentina, it inspired an official parody religion called the Church of Maradona. It currently boasts tens of thousands of global followers, complete with its own 10 Commandments and unique Christmas celebrations. Diego Maradona lived at the edges of human experience. By refusing to sanitize his flaws, he became a mirror for the struggle of survival and a secular icon for the marginalized.
Welcome to Byte Tunes. To know more amazing things, please subscribe this channel.